Hello students, Pallavi ma'am here. I hope you are enjoying your current learning sessions. Today in grammar, I have picked up simple compound and complex sentences. Here you can see I have drawn a flowchart here and it begins with conjunctions and further it is bifurcated into two types of conjunctions, coordinating and subordinating, and it moves on to coordinate clause and subordinate clause, compound sentence and complex sentence. Students, you are aware that there are four types of sentences: assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence and exclamatory sentence. But on the basis of clauses, on the basis of structure, there are three types of sentences. They are simple, compound and complex. It is like that if a sentence has only one clause, then it is simple sentence. If the sentence has more than one clause, it could be compound or complex. Then in that case, how can we identify compound or complex sentence? It depends on the conjunction which is used to join the sentences or clauses. That's why it is very necessary to understand types of conjunctions. Then some other terms are there like clause, finite verb, dependent clause, independent clause. I have given an outline of all these terms here. First, conjunctions. Conjunctions are the words which are used to join clauses, words, or here when we talk about simple, compound and complex sentence, conjunctions are used to introduce clauses in a sentence. Another thing, a clause has a subject and a finite verb. Now what is this word finite means? A finite verb means which changes with number of persons or subject, and it also gives us idea about the tense. You might have learned about finite and non-finite verbs. It is like that some non-finite words or non-finite verbs, they do not change with tenses. They are acting as subject, object or adjective. Some other terms are main clause, which is also known as independent clause or principal clause. Then other term, coordinate clause, which is known as main clause or independent clause. Then comes subordinate clause, that is known as dependent clause. And these clauses, coordinate clause or subordinate clause, are always introduced in a sentence using either coordinating conjunction or subordinating conjunction. About conjunctions, we will learn in detail in next part. Before that, I want to give you some idea about finite verb. Finite verb, here few sentences are written. First is, I enjoy watching TV. Now here two words are written, that is enjoy and watching. You know that watch is also a verb and enjoy is also a verb. But here in this sentence, which verb gives us idea about the tense? It is enjoy. And at the same time, if I keep on changing this subject, this verb will also change. Like here we have written in present tense, but if I want to write down the same sentence in past tense, I need to write it down like I enjoyed, but watching will remain as it is. So that's why enjoy is finite verb and watching is non-finite verb. In case of I, if I write she, then here I have to make a change. That means enjoys. She enjoys watching TV. Another example, it is easy to find mistakes of others. Find is also a verb and is also a verb. But we get the idea about the tense from this verb only. That's why is finite verb. Next, Sunil wants me to meet his parents. Wants. It is clearly understood that wants gives us the idea about the tense. If instead of Sunil you change the subject to we, they, then you have to make change in this verb. But this will remain as it is. So that's why wants is finite and meet is non-finite. He went early as he wanted to visit a doctor. Three verbs are used here: went, wanted, and visit. But went and wanted gives us idea that this sentence is written in past tense. Next example. The weeping lady was helped by a stranger. Was and weeping. Weeping is also a verb, but here weeping is acting as adjective. The lady. But what type of lady? Weeping lady. So only was is finite verb. You can write the weeping lady is helped by a stranger. The weeping lady will be helped by a stranger. So only this part keeps on changing. But this weeping, this part remains as it is. What are you looking for? Are and looking. We get the idea about the tense from are. So that's why it is finite verb. The next thing is about clause. Every sentence is a clause. As we know that without a finite verb, no clause or no sentence is possible. Every sentence or clause must have one subject and one finite verb. So we can say every sentence is a clause. If a sentence has only one finite verb, it is a simple sentence. Example, I bought 2 new dresses and she works very hard. But in case if a sentence has more than one finite verb, then it could be either complex sentence or compound sentence. Then how do we decide whether it is complex or compound? That could be decided on the basis of conjunctions which are used to introduce the clauses.